I thrive on complexity, and so it's not surprising that I love cities. Cities tell a story about their people. Cities are a part of who we are. It's a part of how humanity finds meaning and finds its place in the world. It's where people come to interact and to engage and to exchange ideas, perspectives. Cities are life. The world's story about cities is getting more interesting. The rates of urbanization are rapidly increasing, and cities are becoming the platform for our global future. But at the same time, they face incredible challenges. We live in a world where hundreds of millions of people find very little shelter or substandard shelter, a world where an increasing aging population can't move through the built environment with freedom and dignity, a world where children have a hard time finding a place to play, a world where our rate of consumption outpaces our ability to renew those resources. One of the defining moments of my career was standing in emerging markets and realizing that buildings were not enough. That being an architect, or even an architect who helps train and develop other architects, is not enough. To have real impact in tomorrow's cities, you need to be able not only to bring the vision of a design thinker, but you need to be able to impact the systems within which that city is built, the policy. And you also need the ability to develop the financial capacity to implement those changes. One of the things I remember is being in China and seeing agricultural communities making their way into cities for the first time. And while architects had created physical structures and shelter for all of these populations, what they hadn't done was equipped them with the skills and the education for life in a city, to create economic value, to find place and meaning, to develop an urban identity. And so one of the things I want to figure out is how can you create change in cities that is multifaceted? The challenge of developing cities is that the complexity of problems requires a skill set much broader than any one discipline. How can transit be an enabler of economic opportunity and social equality? What types of technology can we embed into the urban fabric? And what can that technology tell us about the way that we're using resources? How can design, economics, and policy be a healer for cities in times of conflict and natural disaster? When you can put together design vision with economic strategy and policy influence, only then can ideas become reality. That's the three-part skill set that I'm searching for. Cities are an incredible platform for change. Whether it's tourism, education, resource use, disaster relief, large urban events like the Olympics, public health, technology. Cities are where I plan to spend the future of my career. My challenge is to bring my creative ability to cities in ways that have meaningful impact.